It's nearly 50 years on, and it's time to go back into the past. Time to review where it all began. Time to review the beginning. It's about time I review this. Since it's the 50th anniversary today, which I can't wait to see. I'm going to see it in the Odeon in Belfast. I just can't wait to see it. And I just literally can't wait. So let's review Doctor Who The Beginnings. This is where Doctor Who began, and let's get on with the reviewing. Okay, so on the cover, this is going to be a quick review. BBC DVD, Doctor Who, Dalek, Dalek and Skaro, two Daleks in a corridor, William Hartnell, The Beginning, An Unearthly Child, The Daleks, Theatre Destruction, the first ever Doctor Who adventures comes to DVD plus exclusive bonus features, 12, 3 discs set to BBC DVD video, Spines, Back, contains one use of strong language, 12, 346 minutes approx, Back, Spine, Top, and An Unearthly Child. So on the cover we've got Susan Foreman, got the Hologround title sequence, got the TARDIS and the Caveman, Rocky saying, got Todd's Lane, Project Guidance, when high years 1963 to 66. It's fine. I want this to be a quick review. Doctor and Susan, Doctor Who, Susan, Ian and Barbara, escaping from the cave, escaping from the fire. Got two cavemen. It's been a long time ago since I've actually watched this. Yeah, I'll probably never watch it again. Well, might do for the first episode. Ian, Barbara and Susan. Doctor Who starring William Hartnell and An Unearthly Child by Anthony Coburn. First ever story of the world's longest running science fiction series comes to DVD for the first time. Susan the Foreman is a mystery to teachers Ian Chesterton and Barbara Wright, seemingly knowing more than she should about the past and the future. Their curiosity leads them to follow her home one night, only to discover that her home appears to be in a deserted junkyard. In the junkyard they discover a police telephone box and a strange old man who claims to be Susan's grandfather and calls himself the Doctor. The journey of a lifetime is about to begin. Pause if you want to read the special features. It's a good look at them. Project Guidance, 130 minutes approx. Disc, chapter points. The episode names are An Unearthly Child, The Cave of Skulls, The Forest of Fear, The Firemaker. More pictures. Ian, Barbara and Susan. The Doctor. Ian, Barbara and Susan. Ian and Barbara, and then Susan here. Look at the manual right here. Yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. Look at the chapter points. Look at the manual. So my overall thoughts on An Unearthly Child. An Unearthly Child is a rubbish story. Well, the Caveman story is pretty bad. It's got good production values, however, in the last 3 episodes, and 3 episodes are dominated by the superiority of the first episode, and the first episode is just much better than the last 3. And then overall, and An Unearthly Child scored a 6 out of 10, just because the first episode is saving grace. The story all in all is a bit crap, but the first episode is bloody amazing. So yeah. I would count it as an historical story, but I won't count it as the first pure historical story. BBC DVD, Doctor Who, The Daleks, pretty much a duplicate on the beginning cover. Skaro, a Dalek, William Hartnell, title sequence, 2 Daleks, and a corridor, 12, Dawn Hart years 1960 to 66. It's fine. The Doctor, Susan and 2 Daleks, the TARDIS crew inspecting the dead creature believed in the petrified jungle, 2 Daleks, no actually 3 Daleks, let me just show you this, one here, one just here, and one with its plunger just sticking out just there. So yeah, riding around the Doctor and Susan. The Dalek being paralysed from Ian. Doctor Who starring William Hartnell, the Daleks by Toy Nation. The Doctor is about to have his first meeting with the Daleks. TARDIS lands in an alien petrified jungle, beyond which lies a mysterious deserted city. The Doctor insists on exploring, but before long they discover the TARDIS could all begin experiencing the early effects of radiation sickness, and then they discover that the Metal City isn't as deserted as they first thought. Chapter point, pause the video if you want to read the special features. So yeah, feature length, so 174 minutes approx. Disc, chapter points, the episode's names are, there's 7 of them: The Dead Planet, The Survivors, The Escape, The Ambush, which I actually thought was a really good episode, The Expedition, The Ordeal, and The Rescue. Lots of text in the manual thing. So yeah. My overall thoughts on Doctor Who: The Daleks. Surefire high tier classic for sure. Yeah, I do agree it could have been like 6 episodes at most, in my opinion. Very draggy in the end, but episode 6 was not necessary, it's just draggy as hell, but nevertheless, fantastic Surefire high tier classic for sure. Brilliant story, absolutely fucking good. 10 out of 10. Okay, moving on to The Edge of Destruction. Yeah, this is very fast paced, sorry guys. BBC DVD, Doctor Who: The Edge of Destruction. TARDIS interior, Ian and Barbara, Parents Guidance. The William High is 96-366, and yes, that's the TARDIS doors opening, and the TARDIS console. It's fine. The Doctor and Barbara, TARDIS console, Ian, Susan. I actually kind of like how they've divided up the picture here. So you've got 2 TARDIS crew on one side, you've got 2 TARDIS crew on the other side, and you've got the TARDIS console right in the middle. Doctor Who starring William Hartnell, The Edge of Destruction by David Whittaker. David Whittaker is one of the best Doctor Who writers ever. Just in case you don't know, haven't heard of him much, here's some classics he wrote. The Enemy of the World, yes, The Enemy of the World, The Power of the Daleks, and Evil of the Daleks, and he also actually wrote The Rescue, which is my favourite William Hartnell story. But anyway, something has caused the TARDIS console to explode in mid-flight, plunging the ship into darkness and rendering the crew unconscious. As they slowly recover, they find themselves suffering from the loss of memory and headaches. The TARDIS behaves oddly, as doors open and close of their own accord. Has the ship been possessed in some way, or is something more dangerous happening to the time travellers? Pause the video if you want to read the special features. Runtime is 47 minutes approx. Product guidance but for viewing, but sometimes mobile for young children. Disc. 2 episodes. The names are The Edge of Destruction and The Brink of Disaster. I actually really like that episode name, The Brink of Disaster. Pretty much a dupe of all pictures on the back. Look, cover thing. Full cover. Marco Polo, which is possibly recovered. Leaf Hunters from Homeland 88. Don't speak too soon. So yeah, I've heard from TJ Productions that it is recovered and they're having restoration problems. So I really hope that's true. I'm not big on historical romps, but I would like to see that one recovered. So overall, I'd rate The Edge of Destruction a 5 out of 10. I hate the story. It's awful. It's terribly slow, and I just really do not like the story. Its conclusion is daft, but yeah, it's not a good story. It's not but I could cope watching it. But anyway, overall, in terms of a box set, I'd rate the beginning 7 out of 10. Most of the stories in it are flat. I just can't give a terribly low bad rating, just because of the high-tech classic Dalek story that's in it. So like, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the beginnings. Life from 5, Pitch Black, D Material.